Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to fix the mobile data on your iPhone 17 Air. So first, we're gonna try and turn off our Wi-Fi and enable mobile data. So what I'm talking about is we're gonna go into the control center right here by swiping down on the right side of the screen. And here we need to open up this folder. So now we need to disable our Wi-Fi. It will not be completely disabled, but at least it won't be connected. Now we need to enable mobile data and we need to make sure that it's not gray and that it's actually green. Now we can leave this setting. And what can we do next? We can check the mobile data and the airplane mode. So now we know that our mobile data is enabled, but we need to make sure that our airplane mode is disabled too, because sometimes it can actually cause the issues. Now, if you want to reset your network, then go over to the control center, go over here and enable the airplane mode for a couple of seconds. As you guys can see, the Wi-Fi is completely off, the mobile data and the personal hotspot is just unavailable. And now we can turn off the airplane mode, turn off the Wi-Fi, and check if our mobile data is fixed. If not, then what can we do? We can update our carrier settings. So sometimes in the settings, let me go back to the main page here. You guys should be here. Now we just want to go over to the general. So it's in the second section right up top. And here we want to click on about. Now, if you do not see anything pop up, like to update your carrier settings, then you are good to go, and that means you do not have any updates to do. Sometimes it's just unavailable for some type of carriers. So for an example, AT&T and Verizon support this, but if you're using something outside of the US, then you may not have this option. Now we can go and reset our network settings, and we just go back to the general. Now we need to go over and scroll all the way down here in the general to transfer or reset iPhone and click on reset. Now here we will reset the network settings, and of course we are using an eSIM, so we can try and delete all eSIMs and then configure them again. But that's a time-taking process, so all you have to do is reset the network settings. It will reset all of your Wi-Fi passwords, and also it will reset the connection between the mobile data and the signal, so basically everything. Now after that, what you guys can do is power off and power on your device. So hold the power button and the volume down button at the same time. Now slide to power off the device, and let's click on OK, and now our device is turning off. So as you guys can see, now it's turned off, and now we wait a couple of seconds before clicking anything, and we just click the power button. So we click and hold it until we see the Apple logo appear. Now we can let go of the side button, and we wait for our iPhone to turn back on. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now after turning on our phone back, let's enter the password, and here we are. Now what we can do is, as I've mentioned before, we can reset all of our eSIMs. So we need to go over to the settings and here general. Now scroll all the way down until you guys see transfer or reset iPhone, and here click on the reset. Now click on delete all eSIMs, and all you will have to do is set up the eSIM again. So you need a QR code for it. You need to search for it in your carrier's app because it may vary for you. I have the QR codes on the main page and you may have them hidden a bit. So you need to find them on your own and then just scan them with your device or transfer it to a different iPhone. Now, if nothing helped, then what's left to do is contact your mobile carrier for any outages or anything that might be disrupting your mobile data. So that's basically it for the video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you fixed your mobile data. And if you did, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment on what do you want the video next. So I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to fix problems connecting to the Apple Store on iPhone Air. If you searched for this video, you most likely meant App Store. So you had problems connecting with that. But if you really meant Apple Store, which is a different app for like getting Apple support and also for buying iPhones and stuff like that, then doing what I do in this video will fix it also for the Apple Store, but the video is going to be focused on the App Store, the app where you download apps. And to fix it, you should go to the settings, and the first thing to do is go to Wi-Fi. Make sure that Wi-Fi is enabled and connected. You may want to disable it and enable it and reconnect. The next thing is to go to general, and this is very, very important. You need to go to date and time, then make sure it's set automatically, or if not, then that it's set to the correct time. Because if it's not, then it won't work. I'll show you an example. Let's set it to like here. And now if I go to the App Store, let's turn it off and on. Well, it's loaded because it was already loaded, but if I go here, yeah, it says cannot connect. So I need to have it set to the correct date. And this fixes the most issues. You can see now it's working. But if it didn't, then the last steps to take is to press and hold power and either of the volume buttons. To see this screen, slide to power off, wait for 30 seconds, and after that, start pressing and holding the power button until you see the Apple logo. This will restart your iPhone, and doing that may fix the issue. Also, it is worth going to General, going to Software Update, and seeing if there is any update available. If there is, try installing it. And also, you may want to restart your router or even try connecting to a different router, to a different Wi-Fi network, to see if it works there. And you also, at the very end, may want to sign out of your Apple account and re-sign back in. To do it, go to your Apple account. At the very top of the settings, scroll down until you see sign out, click on it, and then here it's very important that you select sign out but don't erase, because if you select erase this iPhone, it'll erase the data on your iPhone. But I'll select sign out by don't erase, then continue anyway, then continue, and you'll need to enter the password of your Apple account and it'll just sign out. I'm gonna cancel out of that because I don't really want to sign out, but this is how you can do it. After entering the password, it'll sign you out, and then at the very top you'll have Apple account, sign in. You can click on it and just sign into your Apple account again, and that fixes most issues. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you all the steps needed to fix apps that can't be downloaded from the App Store on iPhone Air. If your apps can't be downloaded, the first thing to do is checking your internet connection. Make sure that you're connected to Wi-Fi or cellular data. It's better to connect to Wi-Fi because sometimes App Store may not want to download apps that are too big over mobile data, and it'll only do it over Wi-Fi. It's worth to test if you have internet connection. Try just going to any website. We can go to our website. And if it works, then it's gonna be a different issue. If it doesn't, then it may be either Wi-Fi or one of the issues that I'm gonna show you later. So now let's if you don't have internet connection, then you may want to simply go to Wi-Fi, make sure it's enabled and make sure it's connected. Even though it's connected, it's worth sliding down from the top of your screen, from the right top part, finding the airplane mode, enabling it, and disabling it. That will reset your Wi-Fi network, and it may work again. Now, also you may need to restart your router, and maybe it'll be working now. Now let's go to the next thing, which is restarting your iPhone. It's a typical thing that is very worth doing because it may fix some issues. To do it, press and hold on power and either of the volume buttons. Then slide to power off. I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna take too long, but once you slide, wait for 30 seconds and then start pressing and holding the power button until Apple logo shows up on the screen. Now, also go to settings and check if you have available storage. Go to settings, right? Then go to general, go to iPhone storage, and if you have available storage, then you should be able to do it. But if you don't, then you may want to uninstall some apps by going into them, deleting them, and that will free up the storage. Now let's see Apple system status. Sometimes the Apple App Store is down, and to see it, you can simply go to apple.com. Okay, I have this replacement on my keyboard. Someone has done it. So I'm just gonna go like that. You need to go to apple.com/support/system status. Just like that, right? Now let's go further. And let's see what the issue is here. Okay, the current issue is App Store. Some users are affected, some users may be experiencing issues with this service. So yeah, it says it's ongoing. So if there is any issue with the App Store, it may be the cause of you not being able to use the App Store. But remember, it isn't necessarily something that will make your service not work. Maybe some of the other things that I'm gonna show you soon are the issue. And you can see in available services, everything else is available here. Now let's go to the next part, which is checking date and time settings. This is very important. Just go to date and time in settings. So go to settings, then general, then date and time, and make sure that it's set automatically. Otherwise, App Store won't work at all. I mean, it can be disabled here, but it just has to be set to the correct date. So it's best to set it automatically because then you know that it's for sure set to correct date. Now, let's go to another thing, which is going to settings and signing out of your Apple account, then signing back in. To sign out, click on your account at the very top. Now slide down and click on sign out. Now sign out, but don't erase, so you don't lose your data on the phone. Click on continue, continue anyway, continue, and now enter the password of your Apple account, confirm and sign out. Let's wait. Okay, now I'm signed out, so I can go to Apple account, and now I can sign in. So I'm quickly gonna do it, and then I'll get back to you. Now I'm signed back in, so I should go to the next part, which is if it still doesn't work, then you may need to just update your iOS. So go to settings, go to general, go to software update, and if there is any update available, try installing it. It may fix some issues. Also, it's worth resetting network settings, but remember it will remove saved Wi-Fi password and will forget all Wi-Fi, all Bluetooth devices. So also in general, in the settings, go to transfer reset iPhone, reset, and reset network settings. Then enter your passcode. Reset network settings. Wait a moment. And now, when it's done, see if it works, of course. And now the next thing is gonna be checking restrictions or screen time settings. To do it, go to settings, and then go to screen time, and go to content and privacy restrictions. And now it's worth just disabling it altogether. Or if you want, you can leave that enabled, but for example, go to installing apps, so app installation and purchases, installing apps, and make sure it's set to allow. Now let's go to the next thing. Check your payment method. To do it, go to settings and then tap on your name at the top. Wait a moment, it's gonna load. In my case, it's gonna load for a longer time because I haven't reconnected to the network yet after resetting. So I'll quickly just do it. Let's approve. No, yeah. Payment and shipping. Enter your password. And now, yeah, you can see all the payment methods. You can just add a payment method or update your current payment method so it's valid. If you're buying some apps that require you to pay. And now the last thing is if your app is partially downloaded, then if it appears stuck, I don't have an app like that because I don't have the problems right now, but if you have that issue, then let's act like this app is partially downloaded. You can press and hold on it, and then tap on remove app, delete, and go to App Store and try reinstalling it. And see if it works. If it's still not working, then you can either contact Apple support at support.apple.com or visit an Apple store for in-person help. And I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use the dynamic island on your iPhone Air. Okay, so you can see I have the iPhone Air right here, and it has a dynamic island here at the top. And it's not only just typical camera punch hole, because you can click on it and you can do stuff with it. Of course, just clicking on it when it's nothing shown up here doesn't do anything. It just makes it pop for a moment, but there are lots of different features that you can use. Different apps support live activities, and live activities are what make the dynamic island a feature, right? So let's start off with something simple, like for example, when I go to Clock app, and let's set a timer to 15 minutes. Let's click on start. Now when I close the app, you can see the dynamic island now displays the remaining time. And what I can do is not only see the remaining time, but I can also click on it to go to the app or press and hold to quickly view the remaining tab, pause, or stop the timer. If I want, I can also close the live activity if I don't want it shown anymore on the dynamic island by just simply swiping to the left. The timer is still on, you just don't see the live activity anymore. So yeah, this is how it works. Now, if you want to bring it back, just slide to the right and it's back. Now I'm gonna close the timer and let's begin with something else. For example, let's start opening maybe the voice memos. Let's click on continue. Now when I start recording a voice memo, you can see it's being recorded. And when I leave the app, it still shows me the lines with the audio and the time that I've been recording for. I can again press and hold to stop the recording. And this is how it works. Also, for many different things, it will be available. Let's try doing something else. Like, for example, enabling the flashlight. When I slide down from the right top part of the screen, I open the control menu. And now when I have the flashlight right here, I can click on it. You can see now it shows up on the dynamic island. So I can control it. I can see the flashlight's on, and when I press and hold on the dynamic island, I can change the intensity of the light. You can see that's how I can adjust it, and if I slide it all the way down, I just disable the flashlight. So I think it's a really good feature. There's also an option to show calls. So when someone calls you, or you call someone, and when you're on a call, you can leave that call, but still have it shown up right here on the dynamic island. I can't currently show you that because I don't have a SIM card installed, but you probably already know how to use the dynamic island. And with all the different other features, you'll see that it also works there. And you can also have multiple things at the same time on the dynamic island. By multiple, I mean just two, but you can, for example, play music, and music will be also shown up here. But maybe you are playing music and having a timer at the same time. Then you'll see both of them on the top, and you can press and hold either on the music icon or on the timer icon to open the live activity of that app. Now, the last thing that I want to show you is screen recording. When I slide down from the top of my screen, from the right top part, of course, to open the control center, now I need to screen record, so I don't have that button now. I need to click on plus in the top left corner to edit the menu, then click on add a control at the bottom, and now find screen recording. Now I have added it. Now I can click anywhere to leave the editing. Now I can click on the recording. You can see it shows up on my dynamic island with the countdown, and after the countdown it starts recording. When I want to stop recording, I can simply tap on it. I don't need to press and hold because there's no app for screen recording, so it doesn't matter whether I tap or press and hold. It's screen recording. Now screen recording is paused because I clicked on it. Now when I click anywhere else, it resumes. And if I want to stop screen recording, I can just tap at the top, then tap on this stop button. You can see it says recording saved to photos. It also works with maps, works with other apps, and also many different app designers have designed the live activities, like for example for your printer, for your flight tickets, and other things. I hope that the video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to fix Wi-Fi problems on iPhone Air. To fix Wi-Fi problems that you may have, first step is to simply slide down from the right top part of the screen, or maybe let's do it for the settings. It's gonna be more convenient, I think. Maybe less convenient, but more universal for everyone. Yeah, and there's airplane mode, and you should enable it. Wait for 30 seconds and then disable it again. So it reconnects. It's gonna just refresh your Wi-Fi module on your phone, and it may help you fix some issues with that. So I'm gonna now disable the airplane mode, and let's wait until it connects to Wi-Fi. Okay. Now, if it doesn't work or if it didn't reconnect, then you should try going to Wi-Fi on your phone. In the settings, of course, then on your network, click on the icon right here. And if you don't have it listed here, then click on edit and you'll have it listed here. Click on the then forget this network, forget. Now go back, go to Wi-Fi and try reconnecting. We're gonna try re-entering the password. Let's see if it's possible. Of course, there's a chance it may not work still, but it's worth trying. Make sure that your Wi-Fi password is correct, because if it's incorrect, it's not gonna connect. Now, restart your router. If you have that possibility, it would be great if you did that, because it may fix the issue. Also, restart your phone. So to do it, press and hold on power and either of the volume buttons until you see this screen. When you see it, slide to power off like that, and wait for half a minute. And after half a minute, try turning your phone on again. So let's wait. Now let's try turning it on. Okay, I think I waited too short because Apple logo isn't showing up, so let's try again. Yeah, okay, when there's Apple logo, we can release the button and wait. Now, the next thing to try is to check for software updates on your phone. And now you won't be able to check for software updates if you don't have internet. So either use your cellular data, but remember, if you have a limited plan, it's gonna use several gigabytes of storage of internet. So if you have a limited plan, instead of doing it like that, you can either connect to a different network that may be working, or you can do it through a computer if you download Apple Devices app on a Windows, or if you have a Mac, you'll find it in Finder. You just need to connect your phone to the computer, and in either Apple Devices on Windows or in Finder on Mac, you'll have your phone shown up and you'll have an option to update. You'll need to update if there is an update available. If there's not, you still can update. So that's great. You can just do that. It'll refresh your system and that may fix the issue. But if you are able to connect to a different network, or if you have unlimited plan for your cellular data, you can go to General, then go to Software Update. And if there is an update available, you should try installing it. It may fix some issues. The last thing to do is to reset network settings on your phone. So go to General, then slide down until you find Transfer or Reset, then Reset Network Settings, Reset Network Settings, and wait a moment. It's gonna forget your Wi-Fi networks, so get ready for it, that you may need to re-enter passwords for all your Wi-Fi networks. But this is the last thing that may help, and I think that it'll help. So you can just try doing it, and it should help. So after that, I'm just gonna reconnect to the Wi-Fi shortly. Okay, and now let's go to the settings. Let's go to now Wi-Fi. And now let's try connecting to network. And in most cases by now it'll be working. If it's still not working, then, and and you were able to update, and it's still not working, there may be a problem with your Wi-Fi module. So you may want to visit an authorized Apple repair center, and they will fix it for you. Maybe it needs a replacement. Maybe they'll just restore your iPhone. Get ready for some data loss, so you may want to do some backup. For example, on your computer, if you can't connect to any internet, then you may need to do that. Also, contact with your internet carrier. Maybe there's a problem with your router. So also you may need to contact, actually you may want to contact them first before the Apple service. And yeah, they also, in an Apple service, they may need to restore your iPhone. So try backing it up with your computer. Also in Apple devices or in Finder on Mac, once you connect your iPhone and go into it, then you'll have an option to back it up. It'll just move all your data to the computer. So later on, after resetting the iPhone, if the Apple service decides on resetting your iPhone, you will be able to restore your backup from the computer. Just during the setup of the phone, you'll have an option to like restore backup. It'll ask you for that, and you can select restore backup from computer and just do it. And it works and they may fix it like that, so that's great. And I think that these are all the things that I wanted to tell you. I hope that the video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to fix the issue with the screen moving down on iPhone Air. So, if you got an issue with this gesture on your iPhone and you don't know how to disable it, then the first thing that you have to do is open Settings, then scroll down to Accessibility Settings, then open them, and then scroll down to Physical and Motor category and open Touch Settings. Now, find Reachability and switch this toggle to the left, and once you do this, your iPhone will stop performing this gesture and your screen will stop moving down. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm gonna tell you how to fix your apps crashing after iOS update on iPhone Air. First and foremost, if you installed a beta update, then there's nothing to be surprised when apps are crashing, because beta updates are test updates and they aren't released officially, but you can technically download them to test the software and give feedback to Apple. In that case, you can restore your iPhone to the previous version, but now it's going to get a little complicated. What's complicated here is to restore your iPhone, you would need to connect to a computer, first of all, and second of all, you will need to actually back up your data so you don't lose your data, because restoring your iPhone will erase the data on it. But here's the catch. If you're on, for example, let's say you have updated to iOS 27. When I'm recording this video, there's no iOS 27, but let's say you're recording this video, you're watching this video about a year after it was released. Let's say you installed iOS 27 beta and the current official version is iOS 26. In that case, when you do a backup on iOS 27, you can only restore it on iOS 27 or newer. So if you go back to iOS 26, you can't really restore it until official iOS 27 rolls out. So what you can do is either do the backup, reset your iPhone, and wait until official version rolls out, and then reset your iPhone again and restore the backup from iOS 27 that you did before resetting your iPhone, restoring it. But it requires waiting, typically like up to 3 months, because typically like you download a beta about like 3 months at max before the software gets released. But also you have an option to, if you did a backup earlier when your iPhone was not in beta, then you can restore it. If you did the backup on iOS 26, update it to 27, then you can restore it on 26 if you go back. Or you can just transfer your data manually. That's also possible by just like copying your photos somewhere, like onto an external drive, and then just re-downloading your apps manually, and all the other things like contacts and stuff will get synced automatically, so don't worry about it, as long as you have them enabled in iCloud. So this is important. Now, if you want to restore your iPhone through your computer to a previous version, then there are videos on it on the channel. But now let's move on actually to things that are for those that don't install a beta. If you have any more questions about the beta, ask them in the comments. I just don't want to make the video too long, because there's a high chance you actually don't have a beta system. You just have a normal system. You didn't do any beta updates. You maybe don't know of them. So you should first restart your, first close the app. So if you want to first close an app, slide up and hold from the bottom to open the recently open apps, then slide the app, and now it's forcefully closed, and see if it helps. If not, then force restart your iPhone. To do it, click shortly on volume up and release, volume down and release, then press and hold power button. So volume up, volume down, power button. Keep on holding until the device screen goes off. And now wait a moment until your iPhone screen turns back on. If that does not help, we will try updating the app. So we will go to the App Store on the iPhone and try updating the app that we have. Maybe the developer has released an update for the app and now it'll be working. I just don't have internet connection. I'm gonna enable it. See if I have any Wi-Fi. Okay, I have it. It's loading App Store. We'll need to click on the profile icon in top right corner, and then we'll see all the updates available. So let's click here. Now, if there are any updates available, they will be shown here if you just scroll down. So you'll see it and try clicking on update on the app that crashes, so it'll fix it. But if there's no update, or if the update didn't help, then check for your iOS update. So go to settings, go to general, go to software update. Maybe there's an update that will fix the issue with your iOS. Also, try reinstalling the app. So let's say, for example, that this app has a problem. We can press and hold on it, remove app, delete. Then go to App Store, go to the search for the app and download it. Now also you may want to free up storage space because low storage on your iPhone may cause problems. So go to the settings, go to general, go to iPhone storage, and now if you are low on storage, then you may want to uninstall some apps or delete some photos that you don't need, or delete some data within an app. And now let's get to the last thing which is resetting all settings. But remember, resetting all settings will reset the settings. Won't erase your data, so that's great, but will reset settings. So if you've changed anything in the settings ever, then it'll reset that. It'll also forget Wi-Fi networks that you have connected to, and it will remove your screen lock, so you may need to later reset it up in the settings in Face ID and passcode. Now let's go to General, go to Transfer Reset iPhone, Reset, and reset all settings. Reset all settings, reset all settings, and wait a moment. Now, if that doesn't help, you may want to contact Apple support because they might be able to assist you in diagnosing the problem, especially if it's related to iOS itself, and maybe it'll actually prompt them to release an update that fixes an issue. And that will be about it for the video. I hope that the video was helpful. Don't be afraid to ask any more questions in the comments down below. Also, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use one-handed mode on iPhone Air. The iPhone is quite large and it's not too easy to operate with one hand, but one-handed mode comes in handy because you can very simply just use it. In order to do it, you'll need to slide down at the bottom of the screen, just like that. You can see I'm using just the bottom of the screen, sliding down, and that opens the one-handed mode. Basically brings everything down, so I can easily, for example, access something that's at the top, right? And that's really great. If I want to go back, I can just either wait or just tap on the space above to bring it back up. Also, if it doesn't work for you, you can go to accessibility, then go to touch, and now make sure that reachability is enabled. Now, the last thing that I'd like to show you is one-handed keyboard. One-handed keyboard, when you go to some text field, can be enabled by pressing and holding on either the emoji button, or if you have multiple language keyboards, instead of emoji there will be a globe button. Press and hold on it, and now you can select whether you want to use the left-handed one-handed keyboard or right-handed one-handed keyboard. And now when I have it set to right-handed keyboard, it's way easier for me to type with just one finger, with my thumb. So I hope that the video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, in this video I'm gonna tell you how to fix your iPhone Air not charging via USB-C or via MagSafe. Okay, so to begin, the first most important thing is the cable. And whether you're using the USB-C charger or a MagSafe charger, verify that the charging cable is not visibly broken. Also, make sure that it's a certified accessory, because some uncertified ones do tend to break pretty quickly. So you should expect that. And that's about it about the cable. Also, you can test the cable or the charging brick with another device or with a different power outlet. Also, if you are using like different cable, different charging brick, try mixing them up. Try using a different cable with the same charging brick, or the same cable with a different charging brick. Also, if you're using USB-C, then it is worth inspecting and possibly cleaning the USB-C charging port. So you can see the charging port is here at the bottom, and it is worth using a flashlight to actually look inside it and gently clean it with either a toothpick or an anti-static brush, which can be a toothbrush, can be other type of brush that's similar to a toothbrush because they work the best. But make sure that you don't use metal tools because it could damage the port. You can technically also use a compressed air as long as you do it carefully so that it only blows the air, not the liquid inside. Now, if you're using MagSafe, if the problem is in the MagSafe, ensure that it's centered on the back of your phone. I know that it's supposed to attach automatically because it has a magnet inside, but maybe you've just misaligned it and it didn't connect. So make sure to move it around here. Here is the center. This is where the MagSafe charger should go. And if it's well centered, then it should be all fine. Also, remove some cases or wallets or magnetic accessories that may interfere. If there's a really thick case, even if it has magnets inside of the case, it still may be a little too thick for your phone and it may not let it charge. So try charging without a case. Also, if you have a case that doesn't have magnets inside, then depending on how thick it is, the higher the chances that it'll just not connect because it can't really connect without magnets. It won't attach magnetically. It can charge technically, but it won't attach magnetically, so there's a higher chance of it not being centered. Now also it is worth making sure to force restart your iPhone. So to do it, it'll be quickly pressing and releasing volume up, pressing and releasing volume down, then pressing and holding power button until the screen goes black. So let's do it. Volume up, press and release, volume down, press and release, and power button, press and hold. You can see the slider will show up on the screen, but keep on pressing. Now we can release because the screen went black, and it'll automatically turn on because it's a forced restart. And once we have it, we'll need to check for software updates on our iPhone because there may be a software update that we may need to install. And that may fix the issue. So, okay, now my phone is on. Let's unlock it. Let's go to settings and scroll down to general. Then go to software update. Wait for a moment. And if there is an update available, try installing it because it may help you with some problems. So yeah, I don't really have an update available, but if I had, I'd install it. Now let's go to the battery settings. So also in settings, go to battery and then go to, you can go to, sorry, not battery health, go to charging and make sure that charge limit isn't set to something else than 100% because if it is, then it's not gonna charge your phone above that percentage. And optimized battery charging also may make you think that your phone isn't charging because it pauses at 80% and then resumes after some time when it thinks you're about to unplug your phone. So if it causes issues, like your phone is stuck at 80% of battery charge, then you may either want to disable it, or also if if actually it is effective, if it's using the optimized battery charging to pause charging at 80%, then when you slide down from the top of your screen like that, from the left top part, you'll see a notification somewhere here that says your iPhone battery is, for example, your battery charging is paused for 3 hours. You can just click on that notification and say tell it to just charge right now. So you can also do that without disabling optimized battery charging. In United States, in some of these settings, there may be an option called clean energy charging, and if it's enabled, then also your phone may not want to charge in some hours and in some places when it detects that you're charging when energy is like worse for the environment at that certain hour. Then also you should try a different power source, as I said, a power outlet. You may also want to try using another like power bank if you're using a power bank, or also if you're charging via a computer USB port, then there's a high chance it just doesn't provide enough power for your phone to charge. So that's also something to expect. Then if everything else fails, then you should try a wireless charger or vice versa. So if your USB-C doesn't work, try a MagSafe or just a standard wireless charging. And if wireless charging fails, try a USB-C to see what's going on. This helps you isolate whether the issue is with the port or with the charging coil or the software. And if it's still not working, then there's a high chance it may be a damaged USB-C port, a failed charging IC, which is a chip inside of your phone that communicates with the charger to tell it how much power it draws. It may be a battery failure, because if your phone's battery fails, then it may not charge anymore. And also it may be a MagSafe coil misalignment or damage if you're using the MagSafe charger. So I'd highly recommend visiting an Apple authorized service provider for diagnosis. And I hope that the video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to fix App Store couldn't connect on your iPhone Air. Okay, so you can see it says App Store cannot connect, and this problem occurs when you cannot connect to the server, and you may not be able to connect to server for a few reasons. So the first one being you don't have internet connection. You need to make sure that you have internet connection. So let's go to settings. Let's go to the Wi-Fi. And now, not only do you need to check whether you are connected to any network, so you need to be either connected to Wi-Fi or have mobile data enabled, right? You just need to have internet access. But also it is worth going to a browser and checking if you can go to any website, right? So let's go to Google. Okay, you can see there's some sort of problem, and now it didn't say I don't have internet access. It said this connection isn't private, and this is a very big sign of something else that is happening on your phone instead of no internet connection. But if you didn't have internet connection, even if you were connected, it sometimes happens, then you would see something like this, right? If you see this, you don't have internet connection, try a different network or try again later. But if you have this, as you saw a moment ago, with like the certificate or stuff like that, then that issue is quite clear. You have a wrong date set in your system. If you go to settings and go to general, then go to date and time, you should enable set automatically. Now it's gonna adjust to your local time. Also, if it didn't adjust correctly, you may need to go to privacy and security, and then enable location services if they are disabled. Or instead of that, if you really don't want those location services, even though I always recommend enabling them because they not only give you the time but also find my service, you can go to general, go to that date and time, and make sure to set it as correctly as you can here. Now I'll enable set automatically, and you can see I can go to Google website. Works. I can also go to App Store. It's loading and it works. But if it still didn't work, then there's an option, there's something wrong with your system. So you should of course try restarting by pressing and holding on power and either of the volume buttons, and then slide to power off. Okay, let's wait a moment until the phone turns off fully, and then press and hold on the power button until the Apple logo shows up. Release and wait a moment. Now if this won't work, then you should try the last thing, which is updating your system. And now updating your system, if your phone cannot connect to the server, it won't be able to connect to update server. So I'll explain two different methods of updating. You can go to settings and go to general, then software update. When you are connected to a network, I'm currently not for some reason. Okay, it says I'm not connected, but on the other hand it says I am. Okay, now I'm connected. Yeah, in software update, if it shows if it shows that there is an update available, you should install it to fix some issues. If it says that there's no updates, then there's nothing you can do. And if it says it couldn't connect to update server, then you should use your computer to update. Basically, if you have a Mac, then it's gonna be very simple. Connect your iPhone to the Mac with a cable, and then just update it through Finder. And if you have a Windows computer, download Apple Devices app, connect your phone via a cable to the computer, and try updating it. And I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to fix Apple Pay not working on your iPhone Air. If your Apple Pay is not working on your iPhone Air, you should simply first try to restart your iPhone. So to do it, press and hold on power and either of the volume buttons at the same time. Then slide to power off, wait for 30 seconds, and after that start pressing and holding the side button. I'm gonna skip that, I just don't want to wait too long. But now let's get to the next part. The next option, if it didn't solve the issue, is go to settings, go to general, go to software update, and wait a moment. If there is an update available, then I would highly recommend installing it. You can see I have one. I'm not gonna do it now, but I'm gonna do it later. Just click on update now, and it may fix some issues with your Apple Pay. Now, if it didn't fix the issue, you may need to go to the wallet app, go to your card that you have problems with, click on three dots in top right corner, card details, and then scroll down, click on remove card, then re-add it by going to the main page and clicking on plus. And now here you can add it. If that didn't fix the issue, make sure that in the settings you have everything set correctly. So in settings, go to wallet and Apple Pay, and now select your Apple Pay defaults and make sure that double click side button is enabled so you can pay like that. Now, if that didn't help, I'd highly recommend contacting your bank so maybe they can resolve the issue. And if your bank is unable to resolve the issue, I would recommend going to a website called apple.com, but not just apple.com. Go to apple.com/support/system status. So I'll do it /system status without a space between system and status, just like that. Enter it. And now if there's another section that some services may not be operating normally, then you can reveal that and see like Apple Pay, maybe it's unavailable or it has just other problems, and maybe that's the issue. Also, if that didn't help, you may just need to call Apple support. Apple support. Of course, I would recommend just seeing on your own. Like what's the number in your country to call them. You can also text them, I guess. So yeah, you can just go to support.apple.com, and I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to fix your Face ID not working on iPhone Air. Face ID is your face recognition on the iPhone, and if it's not working, first of all, make sure that it is available. I'll tell you later what to do if it's not available, but first let's check it if it's available. So go to settings, then go to Face ID and passcode. And now you should enter your passcode, of course. And now if it says anywhere here that Face ID is not available, then you want to be able to use your Face ID. If that happens, then it's most likely because of a hardware damage, especially after dropping the iPhone, water damage, or screen replacement from a non-authorized repair shop. In those cases, there's a high chance it may not work, and if the hardware failure is there, then it'll either say Face ID is not available. It can also say move iPhone higher or lower, even in good conditions, even if it's fine. And also if your camera is not switching to selfie mode, if you go to the camera app. So let's go there and let's see if it works. But even if you think it may not be available, it is still worth trying to do all the steps that I'm gonna show you, because maybe they'll actually fix the issue. But if they don't, then of course you'll probably need to get it fixed. But before that, let's try restarting the iPhone. We're gonna do a force restart, and to do it, you'll need to shortly press and release volume up, press and release volume down, then press and hold power button until screen goes off. So volume up, volume down, press and hold the side button, press and hold all the time. Even if this thing shows up here, don't worry about it, just keep on pressing. Now it's disabled. So yeah, let's wait until the phone turns on, because it's gonna turn on automatically. You'll see an Apple logo shortly. As you can see, I'm gonna get back to you when it's on. Okay, now the phone has restarted, so I'm gonna enter the passcode, and then let's go to the settings. We should check whether all the Face ID settings are correct. So make sure that if you go to the settings and go to Face ID and passcode, that when you enter your passcode, that Face ID is set up. If Face ID is set up, then you'll have a button Reset Face ID, because it's already set up, so you can reset it. If it's not set up, then you'll have an option to set up Face ID, not reset Face ID. And now another thing is use Face ID 4 and make sure that iPhone unlock is selected here. If not, then you won't be able to unlock your iPhone with Face ID, so just enable this. But I'd honestly highly recommend resetting your Face ID and resetting it. So let's do it. Now I've clicked on Reset Face ID. Let's click on Set up Face ID. Get started. Now position your face in the frame and rotate your head a little bit so it learns from all the angles. Okay. Now I can set up with a mask or without a mask. Well, I'll do it with a mask. And now I'll try resetting it again. Of course, I don't need to wear a mask during that. I just need to set it up again so it learns more of my eye features, you know. Now let's click on done. If you're wearing glasses, remember to add glasses here. Just wear them and reset up Face ID. If you want, you can set up an alternative appearance when you, for example, like have like a different hairstyle that, let's say, covers your forehead or stuff like that. And then it's also worth setting up an alternative appearance so your phone also learns it. Now, if we go back, also remember to make sure iPhone unlock is enabled. And remember that if require attention for Face ID is enabled, then you will need to look at your phone. So your phone discovers your eyes are looking at the screen of your phone. Because if you're looking somewhere else, it won't unlock. Okay, now we were already checking our camera if it can open in the camera app. But not only should we check that, we should also clean our camera area. So just use a microfiber cloth or any other cloth that is great for screens, and try just gently cleaning it around the dynamic island right here. And then also it's worth actually making sure that your screen protector isn't the issue, because if your screen protector is not working in a way it should, what I mean by that is it's broken somewhere here, there's a bubble underneath your screen protector. You should replace your screen protector so it doesn't affect your phone that much. And now let's get to the next part, which is making sure that your eyes, nose and mouth are fully visible. You're not wearing dark sunglasses or a mask unless you have mask unlock enabled. I've shown you that before. And also, like, if you're wearing prescription sunglasses, make sure to also set them up in the settings, because you know they change how your eyes appear. Also, make sure you're holding your iPhone at a normal distance from your face, like 10 to 20 inches. And we've already reset the Face ID, so that's great. You may want to add that alternative appearance with like facial hair or makeup or stuff like that. And then also it's worth going to settings and going to general, then software update. And here, if there's any update available, try installing it because some bugs may be fixed with just new iOS versions. And if nothing of that helped, then it's a great time to visit an Apple store or any authorized service provider. They can run a hardware diagnostics, and there's a high chance they may need to replace your Face ID, but maybe something else also will be, like, there will be an easier solution maybe, and they will charge you less for that. So I hope that the video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
In this video, I'm gonna show you how to fix black screen during call on iPhone Air. If you have a black screen during call, I'm gonna show you that. Okay, I don't know if I can do it with a WhatsApp call. I'll try. Okay. Now I'm gonna try doing that. Yes, it works. So if I cover the top of my screen, sometimes it works when I put it to my ear. It then the screen goes off because there is a proximity sensor at the top, and that's why the screen may be dark during a call. And now, how to fix it, you may ask. Well, fixing it is connected with removing obstacles from the top area of your phone. So, of course, the first step is to clean the top part of your phone. See, when I cover it, yeah, you can see the screen goes dark, right? So, yeah, removing obstacles. So first cleaning the area with a cloth. If it didn't help, then there is a very high chance that your screen protector that you're using on your phone may be broken around this area or may have a bubble underneath, and that may cause your proximity sensor not to work correctly. So I would recommend removing that screen protector and replacing it with a new non-broken one. And I think that may fix the issue. I think that it should help you by now. If it didn't, then the last thing that I would recommend is restarting your iPhone by pressing and holding on power and either of the volume buttons. Then sliding to power off, waiting for 30 seconds, and then turning it on again after those 30 seconds by pressing and holding the side button. I think I waited too short. I'm gonna wait a bit longer. Now let's try. Yeah, it's there. And I hope that the video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to fix overheating on your iPhone Air. So first of all, remember that it is quite normal for phones to overheat, especially while both charging and using it at the same time. So if it happens occasionally in scenarios like this, then it is something expected. But if it happens more frequently, then it's something to be concerned about. But also remember that this iPhone specifically is a very, I'd say, an experiment phone. Of course, it's a full working phone, but it's the thinnest iPhone ever, and it may overheat because of that. but it's still doing some quick fixes to make your iPhone overheat less. So the first thing is your case. If you're wearing a case on your iPhone, then if it's too thick, it may not provide enough ventilation for your iPhone, and it may have problems with dissipating the heat. So I'd recommend trying to remove the case, not forever, but just trying to remove it to see if the problem still occurs after that. You can use your phone normally as you would with a case, but use it without for half an hour, up to an hour, and see if it changes. Also, on this phone, also specifically, the processor is located here. So I actually have a case that isn't the best for heat dissipation, because a best case for heat dissipation would be a one that has a big cutout here. A case like that would improve heat dissipation around this area where CPU is located. So you can try looking into that. Also, it's worth restarting your iPhone to make sure that, some issues that are in the background, they may get fixed and it's all working again, right? So to restart your iPhone, just press and hold on power and either of the volume buttons. Then when it shows up like that, you can release and slide to power off. Then wait for half a minute, and after that half minute, start pressing and holding the power button, which I'm gonna do in a few seconds because I still need to wait a bit longer. Okay, now let's try pressing and holding. If an Apple logo shows up, then you're good. You can just release the button and wait. And now my iPhone has restarted. I can unlock it, and it may fix that, right? But also it's worth making sure you don't use your phone too much while charging, because if you're, for example, gaming and charging at the same time, then an overheat is guaranteed. But also it is worth turning off some unused features. You see what I did? I slid down from the right top part of the screen to open the control center. Now I'm gonna click on these four little icons within the network connectivity management button to open this menu. And now if you're currently not using some features like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data, or AirDrop, or whatever else, then it's worth disabling it so it doesn't use your power, because using power equals overheating in your phone. Now let's go to the next part, which is avoiding direct sunlight or hot surfaces. If your phone is exposed to direct sunlight, it will get hot, and you should just keep it in a shadow or just put it in your pocket if it's like very hot outside, if it's in direct sunlight, and especially if it's charging at the same time, then keeping it in a shadow is a must. Also, you can enable low power mode, because the less power your iPhone uses, the less heat it produces. So we can go to settings, we can go to battery, and find a low power mode at the bottom, power mode, and then enable low power mode, and it'll use less power. I'm actually gonna disable it because I don't really want it right now, but this is how it works. Now, also it's worth closing some background apps. It's not really something that you need to do on your iPhone always, but if you notice some overheating, you can just slide up from the bottom and hold to open the recent app, and maybe close a few apps in the background. That may be the issue. Also, you can lower your screen brightness because your screen produces a lot of power, a lot of heat. just like a light bulb also produces heat because it's lighting up. Also the screen produces the heat. And you may want to go to settings and go to general, then go to background app refresh and disable background app refresh for some apps that you don't need the background for. And what I mean by that is disable background app refresh for apps that you don't need notifications from and don't connect to any external devices, which means if you have an app for your smartwatch, then don't disable it because it's not going to be able to synchronize. But if it's like, for example, let's say notes, I don't really need notes to synchronize in the background. I don't really need notifications from notes. I can disable it. I can also do that for podcasts. I can also do it for music, or maybe I'll leave music so it's not interrupted when I just play music and leave the app, you know. But maybe stocks, translate, and TV, and voice memos, and YouTube. I don't really need those apps to really just run in the background, so you can just decide on your own, and it will also limit power usage. And also, if needed, go to settings and update your iOS, because sometimes an older version of the iOS may be less optimized and you may want to just update it to make sure it all works. So go to the general and settings, software update, and see if there's any update available. If there is, try installing it. It'll fix all the issues, maybe. And for charging, make sure that your charger that you're using is certified, so it doesn't produce inconsistent power. Don't charge while gaming or using GPS, and stop charging if phone feels too hot. If the issue still persists, then it may be some battery failure, so you may also want to visit Apple support if the issue persists. But I think that these steps that I've shown you in most cases will fix everything. And I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to fix your Bluetooth not connecting on iPhone Air. If your Bluetooth is not connecting on iPhone Air, then there may be several reasons for that. But let's first go to settings and make sure that our Bluetooth is enabled. So let's go to settings, right? And let's go to Bluetooth. Now I'm gonna disable it, and I'm gonna re-enable it. So now Bluetooth is enabled, and you can see I have my headphones like saved in memory but not connected. So I'm gonna connect them. You should put your device that you wanna pair with Bluetooth into pairing mode, and different devices will be put differently. There are multiple videos on our channel on how to put a device in pairing mode, so if you don't really know how to put your device in pairing mode, feel free to watch watch a video on our channel. As I said, mostly headphones have been recorded, but also other devices like some gaming pods, keyboards, stuff like that. Also, they've been recorded. So yeah, for these headphones that I'm using, these are QCY MellowBuds Pro. I'm just gonna open them and then take them out of the case, and that's how they connect. Of course, I could directly put them in my ears. I'm gonna try connecting them. Okay, and now as you can see, it says connection unsuccessful, and it gives you an offer to forget the device. So let's forget it, and let's try connecting it again. But I'll disable and enable Bluetooth again to just make sure. And now you can see they have appeared on the list, and I can connect them. So that's really great. Now, if for whatever reason it didn't work, then make sure to reset your headphones or any other device that you're trying to connect. So for different headphones also, it will be different. Here, I'm not really sure. I don't really remember maybe pressing and holding on a button or pressing on it several times. I really don't remember it. Maybe now they are resetting because it looks like it. But yeah, you should know how to factory reset your device to, unpair the device from all the different connections that it has. And then you can also try reconnecting. But after reset, it's also worth forgetting the device again and then trying to reconnect it. As you can see right here, let's connect them. And now, if it didn't help, then you should restart your iPhone. To do it, press and hold on power and either of the volume buttons at the same time. Then slide the stop slider to power off your iPhone and wait for half a minute. After half a minute, start pressing and holding on the power button until you see the Apple logo and your phone will be on. I'm gonna omit that because it takes quite some time. It takes half a minute. I don't want to make the video too long, but now let's go to the next part, which is updating your system. Your phone should be up to date with the newest software version, so it's able to connect to all devices, and some bugs may be fixed that way. So go to General, go to Software Update, and if there's any update available, try installing it. It may help you with some issues that you may have. If this didn't help, then you should also try on your phone going also to settings and then general and scroll down to transfer or reset iPhone, then click on reset and select reset network settings. This will unpair your Bluetooth devices and also will forget all the Wi-Fi networks, so you'll need to reconnect to Wi-Fi as well. Enter your passcode, then select reset network settings and wait a moment. So you can see this bar goes to an end, but it may take a bit longer than just this bar going to an end, so I'm just gonna get back to when it's done. Okay, and as you can see here, I can unlock the phone, it's done, and then we should go to the Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna, like, it's not required now. Our Wi-Fi is not required, but I'm just gonna get to Wi-Fi so I can connect right now. So I just have it for later because it has forgotten all the Wi-Fi networks. And then we should go back and go to Bluetooth. And it actually didn't reset Bluetooth settings, so okay, it's worth knowing. In the past, I believe it did reset settings, but the Bluetooth settings, but okay, it turns out we'll actually need to go to transfer reset iPhone, reset, and here select reset all settings. But remember, resetting all settings won't erase your data, but will not only forget Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but also it'll delete your screen lock on your phone. So you'll need to set up new passcode and Face ID again. And also you'll need to do a few more things, including like, for example, changing your screen mode to like dark mode or light mode if it switches back. There may be several different settings, like all the settings in the settings app basically will be reset to default. So remember about that, but I'm gonna do it in order to actually fix the Bluetooth connection. Sometimes it's the only option. So I'm gonna do that. Remember, the data won't be erased, but the settings will. Okay, my iPhone's settings were reset. You can see I don't have a screen lock. Also in the settings, like I'm still logged into my Apple account, so that's great, but there's a chance your eSIMs, I don't think eSIMs will get erased, but I cannot guarantee that because I just don't really remember it. You'll probably be prompted about it. It'll tell you that if it's about to reset your eSIMs. Also, it's like my
display settings were changed, so I'm just gonna change the auto lock to never. And now we can actually go to the Bluetooth, and it turns out it's still connected, but don't worry, even if it's still connected, it may have reset some other settings that prevented your iPhone to connect to a device. So now we should be able to connect normally. I'm just gonna do a soft reset on the earbuds. So just put them in the case. I'm gonna close it, I'm gonna reopen it and take them out. So they are in pairing mode. Yeah, now they are connected. So all of these things should be working. Like if you've done all of this, then it should be working. But if it wasn't helpful, then most likely there is a problem with your iPhone, and you may need to go to like an authorized service to know more. Maybe there is something hardware-wise that's happening on your iPhone and that you can't really do anything about yourself. So you may need to just get help from an authorized service. And I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.